Evening, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earth Watch on Tuesday, November 7, 2023 on our planet. Hope you're all well. So here is my evaluation of the Banda Sea Arc earthquake, or what I am calling another Mantle Plume event, and I will explain shortly. First, we have a series of earthquakes, 6.9, 7.0, 7.1, 7.2, the Banda Sea Arc. This is the exact location as last January 9, 2023, where we had a 7.6 earthquake. These are all shallow. So the question I have, please explain the Mantle Plume event. Oh, okay, let's get into it. We have 3 tsunami buoys into event mode. We have the East Timor Sea, we have the Coral Sea, and 7,700 kilometers away, we have the Arabian Sea buoy into event mode. Why am I calling this another Mantle Plume event? First, before I get into that, I've shown you many examples using my arm, my fist, my hand. A mantle plume, or anchored to the outer core of the planet, where a magnetic field is generated from. We have a mantle plume tail and the plume head. The mantle plume head, when it comes to the underside of the lithosphere or the crust, it will spread into, it could spread thousands of kilometers in diameters. It can have different configurations. It can have branches to volcanoes, arms, nodes, etc., such as I've demonstrated so many times. So let's go back to our buoys. So our earthquake here in the Banda Sea Arc started at 0452 hours. Was the first event. However, folks, it was preceded 2 hours before by the Arabian Sea tsunami buoy going into event mode. So we can see a very, very slight uplift and then pull down of the sea floor at 02:45 hours. Then at 05002, the Timor Sea buoy goes into motion. Then approximately 11 minutes later, the Coral Sea buoy goes into motion. So very little motion of the ocean floor. This one, if you're keeping up to date on the my posts, is one of 4 areas that periodically will go into motion by itself because of the uplift and or subsidence of the ocean floor. So once again, it started here 7,700 kilometers away at the Arabian Sea with this going into motion. So let's just say that this is the epicenter, and the Banda Arc is actually an arc of volcanoes. So let's just say this is today's earthquake. And 7,700 kilometers away in the Arabian Sea is being pushed up, slightly pushed up, pulled down. Buoy goes into motion. Remember, the tsunami buoys are anchored to the ocean floors. A similar thing happened last January 9. So with the 7.6 earthquake last January, same location, this buoy and this buoy here, 2,700 kilometers away in the Philippine Sea, went into motion. These 4 did not. These 2 did. Again, a branch or an arm of a mantle plume. So if you can try and imagine a magma wave action coming up the Mantle Plume tail. And spread, earthquake, pushing up on the ocean floor in the Arabia Sea, setting off the tsunami buoy. So I said over a year ago, I suspected an agitated or active mantle plume below the Australia region, and to expect an increase in seismic activity around the perimeter of Australia, then working into the central Australia, if my theory was correct. Memory serves me correct. After the 7.6 earthquake last January 9, shortly after that, we had a 7.3 earthquake northeast of Sulawesi. Right in this region. So we'll see what happens in the next few days. Now, I also want to take you back to, if you remember my heat reports, October 11, and then approximately 2 weeks later, remember I told you there was a massive uplift of heat north side of Australia, Timor Sea, into the Banda Sea, Flores Sea, Molucca Sea. My count was over 400 individual heat detections as picked up by the satellites. Mantle plume heat. This is our earthquake right here. So this may not be over yet. Last year, 7.6 was preceded with, ironically, last year 7.6 was preceded by this motion here, this buoy right here going into motion. Then we had a series of earthquakes off of Fiji, off of New Caledonia, Samoa, Solomon Islands, Bismarck Sea. And we've had that series of events over the past 24 hours once again. So let's wait and see if we have an energy transfer heading up through Molucca Sea, past Sulawesi, heading up into the Philippines. The antipode will be at the weakest point at the mid-Atlantic ridge, right here. That's it for now, folks. Till the next one.